And we're live.
Yeah, religions are really interesting. I've read
What's
the
your
Quran.
least favorite religion?
Ooh, least favorite.
And race.
Do
Just
things
back to
like Scientology count or no?
back. Yeah, we'll count that. Actually, no. Only things with tax exemption.
Scientology, do they not have tax exemption?
You know,
I'll just.
you know, I hope they don't. I feel like I should know this.
Seems like everyone gets a tax exemption, right? John Oliver's church got a tax exemption. PKA needs a church.
That may have been the point of the John Oliver thing was Scientology.
They were initially partially exempted by the IRS, but then they went back on it after 1968, and it's been like a back and forth thing, I guess, since then. I'm not going to read all of this.
I saw an HBO documentary on it, and it made it seem like the Scientologists won. The tax
Going
exemption.
clear, maybe.
Could be. Yeah, it was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah.
I don't know. I watched a couple of. I watched the Leah Remy.
Leah Remini, yeah.
Okay, yeah. She hates them.
Yeah, she's not a fan.
Because she was a Scientologist.
Oh yeah, her mother like indoctrinated her into it, I think. And but she's real fun to listen to. She definitely hates them.
She was on the Joe Rogan podcast talking shit about Scientologists.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise.
Well, I mean, he's the head poobah of the Scientologists.
Oh, you still going?
I love that video of him like accepting some kind of a medallion. I'm gonna call it. In front of like a big congregation of Scientologists, and I call it a medallion because it looks like he won the gold medal for biggest fucking teeth or something like that. And it's a big.
That is the award he would win.
Big thick fucking gold medal that this guy has on a necklace with like a big. It looks like he won the Medal of Honor / the 40-yard dash or something. It's so fucking big and absurd, and he's just up there smiling and talking about. You know, he speaks generally. Like he doesn't speak specifics, and if you're not like in the church, I guess you're kind of scratching your head.
It's
like,
all dog whistles.
What the fuck is he talking about up there? It's all dog whistles. Yeah, absolutely. He's like, and then the problem will be solved forever, and they're all like, yeah, the problem. And I'm just like, am I part of the problem?
When I see a thing,
you might be.
I have to get engaged because I am especially equipped to help people do things. And I'm like, I don't really get what he's saying, but he's somehow saying Scientologists know something other people don't, and
they create like a buffer
coded
around him. Like that's what Leah Remini was saying on Joe Rogan's show. I listened to that one where she was talking like going really deep into Scientology, and she was talking about how on movie sets and things, like usually an actor or actress has like handlers, you know, that are assigned by the studio or whoever, who are like, oh, I need this or that for something, and they do it. In Tom Cruise's case, he has like a posse he brings with him. So anyone he's conversing or dealing with is a Scientologist as well. And so he has like middlemen to everyone, or just not even middlemen, just they do it for him in lieu of someone else. And so it's like even in that environment, he's totally inculcated from any kind of outside influence.
that ties into what I was going to say, because I wondered like why Tom Cruise would do this, why Travolta would do this. Like these guys don't have to be Scientologists. But it turns out that for them, it's not the worst of deals. You know, Tom Cruise doesn't pay for lawn care. Lesser Scientologists are out there mowing his yard and clipping his bushes. Tom Cruise has assistants all over him. Tom Cruise has, like,
interject real quick, to get to his level, he's had to donate over $10 million.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
$10 million.
You have to pay to get up there. I'm just saying.
I've heard about. I think it was, I don't know if it was Leanna or if it was someone else who came clear, but they were talking about how for Tom Cruise and John Travolta, they get a lot out of Scientology. Whereas when you're at the bottom, really, you just lose everything. You know, you give them your money, you give them your time, and you don't get much back.
Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme with an intergalactic god at the center.
Yeah, but people at the top, like Tom Cruise or some of the other leaders you don't hear about, they're actually winning in this thing. They're not just completely stupid like it seems. You think Tom Cruise is batshit insane. He maybe has made a really good $10 million investment. Now he has like a whole team of, he might get, you know, $1 million a year or more worth of services out of these people.
I mean,
for decades.
I've had a friend who's worked directly with Tom on a movie set and said, you know, he is the most polite, enjoyable. Everybody on the set respects him. Like, he is a great professional kind of thing, which like all adds up to all of the anecdotal stuff that I've read on the internet, and it's fine. Like, oh, you know, you might be a Scientologist, but you're like a decent human being outside of all of that cult stuff.
I'm sure most of them are.
Yeah, I'm sure. I can understand if you're like, oh, I can have somebody or a group of people take care of everything that I could conceivably need. Groceries, car services, lawn care, transportation, whatever. And all I have to do is stand up there for about, 15 minutes a year and be like, hey, I really support this whole idea. I mean, you're still a shit person, but like I can understand the logic behind it.
Yeah.
It's hard to say what he's getting out of it. Yeah, it literally is a secret society of like powerful people. So it's hard to say. It could be on one end of the spectrum or another, right? It could be the situation where he's reaping incredible benefits that we don't even know about, or it could be the situation where he's like literally like a slave to them and he's being blackmailed as a recruitment like celebrity because like they know that like he sucked Jamie Foxx's dick or something. They did do that movie together. Did you see that?
Which movie?
You ever see that movie? It's Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Tom Cruise is a hitman. He's got gray hair in the movie, like crew cut gray hair.
Yes, he's fat.
He flies
right?
into town, and Jamie Foxx knows LA well enough to like get him from appointment to appointment, and the appointments are murders, and so he has Jamie Foxx drive him around the town killing people.
What is the movie where Tom Cruise played? He was in costume and he was completely unrecognizable almost. He was fat and old.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic
Yeah,
Thunder. Yeah. He looks like
yeah,
him, but not
I think it is.
like
He does the apple bottom
and he's
song
Yeah.
at the end, and boots with
That was that was very very close after his whole Scientology thing came to public. Because like he had taken a couple month hiatus and he came back here and people were like, "Oh, Tom Cruise, Scientologist, but still kind of funny, huh?"
I like that he did it because so many Tom Cruise vehicles are almost designed to make him a hero, right? Whether it's Top Gun or Risky Business or any of his Mission Impossibles, they're all designed to make Tom Cruise look like Captain America. But then he took that role, and he didn't look like Captain America.
He's a skeezy boy.
Yeah,
Les Grossman. Yeah.
Well, have you guys seen the new Mission Impossible yet?
No, I heard it's excellent.
It's I'm not a huge fan of it of all Mission Impossible movies. That one is great. They also kept in specifically, you know, all personal opinions aside of the guy. He does a stunt where he jumps from a rooftop to another rooftop and he misses the jump and he fractures his femur, I believe, or what, you know, pick a leg bone. I don't know which one it is. And they use the shot where he limps off of the building, but his leg is broken. And, you know, and he learned how to pilot the helicopter. Like there are very few actors that are going to go to the limits that he has gone to make sure that the movie is authentic and it's his.
he's good at skydiving.
He might be a shit human, but he's a pretty good stunt guy, you know?
Did you
He's
see him
got
with,
it going on.
What's his name? James Corden, the guy that does karaoke carpool.
Yeah, James Corden is the...
Yeah, they went skydiving together. And of course,
didn't
Tom
know this.
Cruise knew how to skydive and he was good. And then you saw him jump. Tom Cruise was actually good. He's an above average skydiver. I'm not a real skydiver guy, but I watch these YouTube videos every week and I see people going through their learning progression. And Tom Cruise was able to just do flips and get right back into a stable position. And he was genuinely good. He knew what he was doing.
He's the white Jackie Chan, you know? Like he does all his own stuff and everybody kind of expects it of him.
I knew this was true, but I had to double check it when Woody mentioned it. Apparently, he invented the role from Tropic Thunder. That was his idea. You know, Ben Stiller's making the movie or whatever, and he was like, "I've got this idea for a character. He's got really fat hands and he dances a lot." And he's like, "What? You don't want to just play like yourself, Tom Cruise, in the movie? Because that's fine. That'd be great." No. Fat hands. I dance a lot. You'll see.
and he pulls out that Grossman.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that he did that.
You know, you can separate. Oh God, I hate this argument. But if you can separate the person from the talent,
Kevin Spacey, baby.